Yeah, welcome back once again, right? It was barely like a minute, but we're here now. So let's talk matters to do with Forex. Right now, a lot of people are trying to embrace alternative investments. And even the point of view of the young people per se regarding employment, it's more of flexibility, making your money where you are, and even from various interfaces, your phone, your laptop, and so on. Most people want that touch of they can work from wherever they are. And again, we have one of the most famous billionaires in the world, Richard Branson. Earlier on this week, he mentioned that the 8-to-5 system is getting phased out very soon. And to help us get deeper into issues to do with Forex, I think it's at the center of this, we have Pastor Charles Gitua with us. He's the chairperson of the Royal Institute of Business. So we're talking matters to do with Forex right now, and I'm really curious how the uptake of this particular education has been so far, especially among the young people. How are they taking it up?
Well, thank you for having me today in the studio. I can tell you for sure, the young generation and even the older generation, it has taken them by storm. Because this is one of the professions or one of the careers that you can learn and never go looking for employment. And unique so that if you cannot look for employment, what do? You can start business as immediately. Right. It's from stepping out of the class, starting your business, and the following day you are making your own money. As simple as that.
Right.
Yes.
And how important is this, especially in the government's development agenda right now, to at least give people skill-based knowledge in the sense that somebody can employ themselves?
You see, right now as we speak, the economy in Africa, in fact, in the rest of the world, the economies cannot absorb how people are being produced. For instance, in Kenya today, how many people will leave schools this year? Very many. Will the economy absorb them as to be employed? No. If the private sector is a major employer, can it absorb all the people that leave universities, those who leave tertiary colleges, those who never continued? It can't. So what the government is encouraging, can we get some courses that once you study it, you don't go up and down with your CV the whole of town. You start doing your business there and there and start making your own money. That's and right. Start taking care of your upkeep.
That's right.
Yes.
So I think the Royal Institute of Business is credited as, you say, this is the first, I'd say, institute or institution to come up with at least a curriculum for Forex trading.
Yes.
How important is that for you?
Well, we are privileged and we feel happy because we are contributing also to the economy of the country and even in the livelihood of very many young people. Because developing a curriculum in Forex trading, it's a milestone for this country.
Right.
In fact, I don't think they have developed this curriculum elsewhere in the whole of Africa. We are the first guys to do it. And CDACC right now, we are pursuing that curriculum. It will be out in any time. But as we speak, we have come up with our first book, which you are holding right now. And this book entails everything to do with Forex. And once you get to study it and you come to class, you'll be there just for a month. And you'll come out a polished trader.
Right.
A polished Forex trader.
Right.
Yes.
And I think earlier on, interacting with people who engage in this particular venture,
yes.
Most of them are taking their lessons online. How effective is the physical book and class compared to at least a course that is online with the live demonstrations and so on?
Actually, we have also developed an online class.
Wow.
And we have one of the most unique online classes.
Tell me about that.
All right. The online classes that we have developed is in accordance with our physical classes. They go, in fact, what you can get physically when you come to the school is what you get on online classes. And if you Google all the online classes, ours is the most unique because we are teaching you down from point A to point Z, everything you need to become a Forex trader.
Right.
You just go to the system, pay for it, download it, study it at your own time.
Right.
Yes.
And amazingly so.
Yes.
Tell me about this book.
Yes.
Take me through the curriculum.
This book, we developed it now. It's the third month since we developed it. This book entails what you need to know in Forex. One of the major areas that you need to major on in Forex is the software, the MT4 software.
Right.
The MT4 software is what enables you to enter into the international markets. It's a software that has been developed. It's a system. And once you get to understand how this system operates, it's what enables you to buy and sell currencies. It enables you to buy and sell commodities. Right. There's petroleum, there's gold, there's all that. And you access those international markets through this platform at the comfort of your house. Can be in Githurai somewhere in a small room.
Right.
You just need a laptop and internet.
Right.
And you are trading in New York. You'll be trading right there in London.
Right.
You can be trading in Tokyo. You can be trading in Sydney, because there are 4 trading sessions in the world. So once you have the laptop, once you have the internet, once you have the skill, you just need to put your small money on the system. The least you can put is $100,
right,
and you're good to go.
That's around 10,000 shillings.
About 10,000 shillings. That's
right.
your capital. And I have seen very young guys who have started with that $100, and you pump your account to even 200,000 Kenya shillings. That's about $2,000
right,
in 2 months or in 3 months' time,
right,
depending on how skilled you are in trading.
So the skill is the important bit first.
The
You're not just asking anyone to go out there putting their money. Tell me about, we talk a lot about the success stories in Forex and so on.
Yes.
But there's also what we'd say stories of people who've sunk their money in it.
Yes.
Tell me what a trader needs to watch out for, or someone who is new into the market. What do they need to watch out for when they're starting off with trading?
You see, trading, the essence of trading is just like any other business. You need to study it and understand it. Today, if you are to sell potatoes from Kinangop, you want to bring them all the way to Marigiti.
Right.
You need to do your homework. You need to know how much am I getting it for. How much is my transport? Is this the season for potatoes? Who is my clients? Where is my base and all that stuff. Likewise in Forex also. You need to understand the times you need to buy, the times you need to sell. What affects the markets? For instance, in Kenya, you remember last time when we had our elections and the presidential elections was nullified, you remember the shilling dropped immediately.
Right.
Politics is one of the areas that the markets are influenced.
Right.
Weather, when you hear there is a tsunami, when you hear there is an earthquake, these politicians, whatever they speak, whatever they say, for instance, whatever Trump says today, it affects the dollar. Whatever happens in Britain, Brexit,
right,
whatever Theresa May says tomorrow, right, it will affect the pound. Whatever happens in Japan, it affects the Japanese yen.
Right.
Those are some of the most powerful currencies that we trade in.
And you need to watch out for at least what is happening geopolitically.
Very good.
Yeah.
As a trader, they have a very good channel, the Bloomberg. Bloomberg, if you are a trader, you have to be next to the screen 24/7, watching it,
right,
to understand how the markets are going
and how they're reacting,
so that you can make your own judgments. Because
right,
it's about judging. Just like a matatu, you ask them, you hear them asking, kuna watu uko mbele? They judge, can we just rush there and collect those ones?
Right.
And that's the essence of business.
So you need to exercise caution while doing that.
You need to exercise caution. That's why you come to school. We teach you how to control your losses, how to maximize your profits.
Right.
And that's why you come and sit down before a teacher. Right. And he teaches you and he shows you, he guides you in everything you want to know.
Great.
As far as
and you say coming to school and getting to sit down and the teacher guides you on this. Is there any minimum qualification for someone to enroll with you?
Forex trading, you just need a Form 4 certificate.
Is that even necessary? I'd ask, or someone else would ask, because it's a skill-based.
Well, it's skill-based. What happens is somebody really conversant even in the language, the teacher is using.
Right.
And of course, you need to have some little skill of how to access a laptop,
internet, and so on.
Right. How to access internet, how to do all that stuff. So we look at it as a minimum Form 4. But we can also have standard 8s, right, who can come and study, and some have become very good traders.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's amazingly so. So Forex it's a big market and very volatile in that regard as well. And we look at it in this regard,
yes,
that it's always fluctuating. It's always ups and downs and so on. Let me ask, on your platform now, yeah, you're an expert in this field, yes, I want to believe.
Yes.
On your platform now, what are some of the challenges you faced yourself as a trader? Have you traded before? Let me confirm that first.
Yes, I have been a trader for quite some time.
Amazing.
And in every business or in everything, there will be challenges at first.
Right, so tell me about those that you faced as a trader yourself.
Well, the challenges you face as a trader, the first one is insufficient skills. You are unable to make proper judgment because you are not properly equipped, to understand what happens,
right,
how the markets go, how all this. So once you start getting your skill, once you start getting practice, doing a lot of practice, doing a lot of research for your trading, then you find that most of the challenges get out of your way. Okay, so it's important to come to school, study, learn, do a lot of practice, do a lot of demos. For you to gain skill in everything, you need some time, to gain that skill. What we give you for that whole month you have to continue with your own researches, with your own practice. Okay? It's like even if you're an accountant, you cannot become an accountant by just attending a 6-month course in school.
Right.
You need
to keep practicing.
You need to keep practicing and sharpening it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Greatly so.
Yeah.
So let's go on to matters regulation now.
Yes.
I think this has been a great year for at least Forex. Capital Markets Authority now giving the Capital Markets Act, which also now included issues to do with traders and even brokers and so on. What does this mean for the industry moving forward?
Well, we really thank the CMA for having it regulated.
Right.
They realized this from there. This is the gazette that they published on the 25th August.
Right.
It's supplement number 133.
Right.
All the regulations are here. It authenticates how real this industry is.
Right.
And the government has realized, let's regulate it, because very many people are starting to get to understand it. People are trading at home. People are doing it, all over. And now they want to bring it into the corporate level, where you can have a brokerage firm.
Right.
In fact, we can come, we teach you, become very skilled. If you're capable, you can go and register your own brokerage firm and start making money for people.
Right.
You can have people depositing money with you in your brokerage firm and giving them a percentage every month.
Right.
And it's more paying even than depositing your money in the bank.
Right.
Because a brokerage firm gives you more profit, and it's calculated either quarterly. And you'll find that sometimes you'll find when you invest your money with a brokerage firm, you even get more money than even the real estate.
Right.
Yeah, depending on how much you have put in
and
how much you have understood, you have agreed with the broker.
All right.
Yes.
It's interestingly so, because there've been a lot of myths, especially regarding Forex and so on.
Yes.
For now, I want you to comment on this.
Yes.
There's something that is said that
Yes.
Forex is gambling with money on the markets. Comment on that.
Forex is not gambling. Forex is not pata-potea. Forex is a trade.
Right.
It is trading.
How so?
It's trading.
How can you separate the two?
Well, gambling is you don't know what will happen. You're just waiting. It can either be wrong or right.
Right.
But trading, you trade understanding that if I do this move, this is what I'll gain. All right? I'll gain this. It's not as speculative as gambling would be. Gambling is speculating that I might get or I might lose. Forex is you do the trade depending on your skill and your professionalism.
Right.
And you make your money. Simple and clear as that.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. 6,000 graduates from Kenyatta University alone last week on Friday.
Yes.
University of Nairobi were expecting much more to graduate this Friday.
Yes.
The other week, JQuat released an almost similar or larger number.
Yes.
Tell me about the opportunity Forex really means for this number of people being put out into the market per se.
The advantage, if you can enroll yourself in Forex trading, whether you're a doctor, you graduated as a doctor, graduated as a lawyer,
right.
You graduated as an engineer, whatever you graduated as. But before you get a job for your career, get a side course that will give you your daily bread as you wait for the bigger things to come.
Right.
And you might end up finding that I'm trained as a lawyer, but I'm making more money in Forex than even practicing law.
Right.
And you decide, no, I'll be in Forex 24/7. This is the advantage, because as you wait, as you tarmac, as you hustle to get a job, what will you be doing?
Right.
If you have taken a course in medicine, you have been in the university for 6 years.
Right.
What do you expect? Will you borrow your parents' money for airtime, for bus fare? And you're already a grown up. You should have a side hustle. And one of the best side hustles I could recommend is Forex.
Right.
Because everybody right now is online. If it's not a phone, somebody is on the tab.
Right.
Somebody is on his laptop. Others back home, they have internet, they have all this. Instead of just being on online, just chatting, just be there and make something for yourself.
Make something for yourself.
Yeah, you can make at least, even if you have to make $20. $20 is 2,000 Kenya shillings.
A day.
A day.
Right.
That's comfortable.
Good money. It's comfortable money. It can sustain you in Nairobi. And so
it will sustain you, pay your rent.
Right.
Do your everything, whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah.
And you really recommend this for the young people. And I think there's a lot of excitement around it right now, especially in our generation per se.
Yes.
How has your uptake been, especially for, I think, the senior people in the Kenyan population right now?
Well, the senior people, they are also excited. Because even at your retirement, you are home with your laptop.
Right.
You just have $100 on the platform. At the age of 60, and you can make 1,000 shillings every day, are you not comfortable? Combine that with your pension. You are comfortable. You're going to make your ends meet. You can have you buy your own credits. You do your everything, buy your own bread, and you keep your mind jogging. And you see, there's an age that you need also your mind to be jogging.
Right.
Yes.
Great. And right now we're looking at some photos on the screen right there. I earlier on saw a photo that looked like a class setting.
Yes.
And that is, I want to believe, one of your training sessions per se. And
yes.
the setting right there, it looks much more of a lecturer-student setup.
Yeah.
How effective is this, especially to do with skill-based I think a skill-based curriculum like what you're trying to push?
It's very good because it's interactive with the lecturer. You'll ask questions, you'll be polished, they'll give you the skill that you need. And when you're interacting with the lecturer, you're able to ask, where do I go from here?
Right.
What do I do from here? And you become, you are more sharpened. Though also online classes, it can be interactive through email. You can ask your question through email,
right.
You'll be answered. But it's more effective when you're before the lecturer.
One-on chatting.
One-on-one,
like
yes.
we're doing right now.
Like we are doing right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tell me what I need to start trading Forex right now. What are the basics that I need to understand when it comes to the charts and so on, I'd say the indicators and so on. What do those graphs mean, really? Because a lot of people have those questions, right? What do those graphs mean?
They have the questions. As I told you earlier on, the system is what we teach you.
Right.
The system has candlesticks.
Right.
The candlesticks, they are either in blue, they come in red and green.
Right.
There is red when you are losing.
Right.
And there is green when you are gaining.
The bull and the bear.
The bull and the bear.
Right.
Yeah. And once you get to understand the system, it's not so difficult.
Right.
In fact, the system, it's as simple as understanding the app or the software of M-Pesa. Go here, punch that, do that. Of course, it's big, it's huge, because it carries the whole of the of the forex market in the world. And by the way, this market, it consists of $5.2 trillion every day.
Right.
Every day. That's very liquid. Even if you have to take 0.00001% of that,
to still be comfortable.
And we bring it into our country. Imagine if we had 100,000 traders in this country, making at least 2,000 or 2,000 shillings every day. How much revenue is that into the country?
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah. So we are looking at a situation whereby in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we can have at least 1 million traders in this country. Right. Young men traders in this country. And we shall transform the economy of this country.
Right.
Yeah.
You already fast-tracked and you put on your future hat before I even asked for it. And that is interestingly so, because I'm looking at a situation where a lot of young people are just coming out of various institutions, others even doing this part-time as they're studying, to at least get themselves some, not just, it's not random income, it's not additional income, it's sustainable income.
Yes.
That's right. So there have been situations where people have really thought of Forex as pyramid schemes, especially in the way Forex was being run before.
Yeah.
How has the development been so far? I think your institute has been active for 3 years now.
Yeah.
What are some of the changes in the positive direction that you've realized in the industry, especially when it comes to client-broker dealings?
Well, it has not been easy to introduce something very foreign to people. And especially where money is involved. People look at you very suspiciously.
Right.
You remember the time when M-Pesa was introduced.
Right. I actually thought you wanted to comment about Bitcoin, but
I'll come to Bitcoin.
Go ahead with
I'll come to Bitcoin.
Speed of story.
You remember one time when M-Pesa was introduced? Very few people were wondering. They were wondering, how can I
give you my money
and then I go? My money, then I go, and it reflects on this small gadget.
Yeah, and then I'll get it.
Yeah.
Right.
And you see, change has a lot of resistance.
Right.
Slowly, people came adapting and understanding, really, this is the way we are going. If I don't have an M-Pesa, if I'm not connected to M-Pesa, it will be very difficult for me even to do business.
Right.
And I won't access money at any one time I want. It will be very difficult for me. But today, as we speak, everybody, even my own mom, who is over 80 years old, she has an M-Pesa line.
Right.
and she just calls me and asks me, I just want to hear some sound here. Because she knows the moment the sound comes, she knows she has the money.
Right.
So when it took us, it was really resisting to introduce Forex to people, more especially when you are like telling them it's about trading, trading online. And of course, you know, wherever there is an original, you'll always see a fake. And the people would come with all these online businesses, which were scams.
Right.
And that's the time we were also introducing Forex at the same time. And the people would ask us, really, is this not a scam? Am I going to put my money on that platform and I lose it? And we were really supported by CMA.
Right.
When CMA came with this regulation, it gave us a lot of legitimacy,
right,
that this is a cause. Even the government recognizes
and so on.
Yes.
It's regulated,
and they cannot regulate something which is not, which is not legit.
True.
So when wherever I go, I carry this CMA regulation. I carry this book, and the people we have taught so far, and people who have come to understand it, they know this thing is very legit,
and it's working,
and it is working.
That's pretty much right. We'll go a little beyond making money,
yes,
but let's still stick on the money.
Yes.
I think one thing that is very important to your company, your institute, and even the industry in itself,
yes,
is transparency and just making information available to
yes,
whomever is dealing with you.
Yes.
Tell me about how you've beat the challenge of maybe revealing too much, revealing your trade secrets, maybe to those who your prototypes and so on. Like, how are you handling that?
Well, once you open an institution and you want to teach, you give the best,
right?
Because you want somebody to have a reference. That since I went to Royal Institute, I have made it. I have traded. It has put food on my table. There is a guy who made a very powerful comment the other day, and he says, I drive Forex, I sleep Forex, I eat Forex.
Right.
Because everything he has today is as a result of the skill we gave him.
Forex.
And if we can even do it better, to make people more professional, that's our endeavor. We have done a lot of research in our materials to give our students the best, to become the most competent institution of Forex, East and Central Africa, if it's not in Africa. In fact, this is one of the institutions, East and Central Africa,
right,
that is to offer Forex at the level that we are offering it. Yeah.
Right. And what type of trader are you? I think I'm more of a scalper myself.
Well, me, I'm just a private trader, trading in the house.
Right.
Do my small trading. But what I venture into most is the research and giving people the skills that I've researched on.
Right.
Handing it over to the teaching staff, because
right,
I don't teach myself.
Right.
Yeah.
And looking on your site, one of
yes,
your partners is EGM Securities.
Yes.
And this is meant to be, I think, Kenya's first brokerage company.
Yes.
If everything goes well with them. What does this mean for you as an institute?
Well, we feel so encouraged because to partner with such a prestigious brokerage firm,
right,
we feel privileged because this firm, it's the first one to offer the MT4.
Right.
In this country. Now they have their own software, they have their own system that they are offering, and we actually refer our students on that platform, and they do quite well because it has good spreads. It has better, and it's something. You see, you can go into an MT4 where the owner is international, the owner is in Britain,
right,
and even if you are to raise a complaint, you wouldn't get to Britain.
Right.
You'll just be complaining on email and stuff. But this is a farm which is right here in Nairobi.
Right.
If there's a problem, you just walk in.
Go to Ngong Road.
You just walk in and tell them, guys, it's not getting well, and you'll be assisted because right, the guys are right there.
Right.
And by the way, surprisingly enough, are we aware Equity has come up also with an MT4, with a system, with a trading system.
Wow.
It was launched 2 weeks ago. Yeah, because they know this is where the whole world is going.
Right now.
Everything is going online, and they are aware. Equity is very enterprising. When they come up with that system, they are aware that eventually there will be so many brokerage firms coming to the country.
Right.
So they want to be the first guys
to at least get hold of the population.
To at least get hold of the population. And of course, let's support it because it's ours, it's local.
Right.
And it is good. It's something you can go also enter there and speak about it.
Amazingly so. So more companies coming in with systems. Now I need you to wear that future hat again.
Yes.
And tell me what you see, at least in the next 5 years, as it comes to one, regulation, two, issues to do with more brokers getting into the industry, and even uptake by the population right now. What do you see happening for the Forex industry right now?
You see, Kenyans are very ambitious. Kenyans, in fact, us being the fastest growing economy in Africa today is as a result of the Kenyan way of working. I'm believing this country will be a hub for Forex trading in the next 5 years. We shall be a pace setter. We might even be ahead of even countries like Britain. You'll be shocked today. There are British people there who don't even know Forex. We're not even aware of there's Forex that goes on here. Kenya, we will blow this thing like nobody's business, because we are ambitious and we want to make it.
Right.
Our young people are talented, they want to make it. So in the next 5 years, I can tell you, we will have more brokerage firms than the whole of Africa combined.
Right.
Yeah, in Kenya here today.
Greatly so.
Yeah.
Because Forex, I think lately it's been more embraced, and there are more people actually investing and trading in Forex in economies like Nigeria, South Africa, and so on. And that future for Kenya, I think, could really mean a lot. So may I ask where your institute is physically based in?
Yes, we have two campuses. One campus is based at Moi Avenue, Pioneer House,
right.
5th floor, room 505.
Right.
Pioneer House is the one next to bomb blast. Remember the former U.S. Embassy, where they bombed it. Just there's a Tuskies. You just go up there, 5th floor. We are there, room 505. You'll get Eunice there. She's the secretary. You'll get Mr. Arwe, the administrator. They'll give you all the details you want to know.
Right.
We have another campus in
Kikuyu,
Muguga, just next to our church. There is also Karo there. You can visit it. You'll get to be explained what is there.
Right.
Yeah.
May I borrow your book for a minute?
Yes, please.
As we do that, tell me how someone can lay their hands on the physical copy of this, or maybe the PDF copy.
This book, you could call us on the 0707 999 888. You can place your order. We can send it to you wherever you are in the country.
Right.
We have sent them to Mombasa. We have sent these books to Kisumu. We have sent them to Mandera. And you can, if you're around town, you can just pop into the office, buy yourself a copy, and go and start studying it. Then come and join us in January and take a month's course.
That's right.
And see your life transformed.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it's an interesting book. When you look in there's everything, including the doji candlesticks. I think this is quite detailed, and even the pictorials in it. I think it's something really you'd recommend for someone to uptake. People who still believe in physical books, like, no, I don't get the point. I prefer PDF, but yeah, they still this, and you can go grab yourself one. Now let's go beyond making money.
Yes.
After you've made money,
yes,
you now have it. You wanna use it.
Yes.
I believe you're one person with experience on money.
Yes.
Not just in earning, but now expenditure too.
That's
What
it.
is the one thing you can tell a young person out there regarding how to behave and handle money?
Well, money takes the character of the owner. That's one of the first and foremost. You can have money today, and the money can spoil you. And money can make you. In fact, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. Once you master and you are able to manage money, then it shows a level of maturity you are at. But money has destroyed many young ones. But if you can master it, let it not become your master. You be its master. Just know it's a tool that has been made available to you to have your, to have your whatever your requirements met. It's just a tool. It's not something that should spoil you. Make it, invest it, be a master of it, and it will work for you.
Right.
Or it will destroy you. There are two things: either it works for you or it destroys you. We have seen many people go to their graves because of money. We've seen people succeed in life with money. So money is a two-way traffic. How you want it to work for you, that's how it will work for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Greatly so.
Yeah.
I believe you've heard it from Pastor Charles Gitua right here. He's the chairperson of the Royal Institute of Business based in Nairobi, and they're a company that is seeking to empower you at least regarding Forex and securities knowledge. And an interesting title, rather subtitle, the book has right there, Gateway to Financial Freedom. Do you think that is something you could make do with into 2019? Then go ahead, check them out. Royal Institute of Business. They're available online as well. You can go check that out. So earlier this year, that was around in October, that is, the Kenya Capital Markets Authority warned Kenyans against online foreign exchange trading through unlicensed entities, saying that they risked losing their money and investments. So that's right. It is a regulated industry right now. You can inquire whether or not somebody is, I think, legitimate in that particular industry before you can engage with them. A very volatile industry right there, very liquid, $5.2 trillion in a day. You can just cash in on 0.001% of that, and you're one of the wealthiest around here. We take a short breather. Don't go too far much more after the break. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.